it's good, let's just get something cooking. 'Cause I really wanna walk with you. I'm feeling some connection to the things that you do. I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. 'Cause you got all eyes on you no matter where you are. You just make me wanna play. Move, can we get a little closer? You rock it just like you're supposed to. Hey, boy, I ain't got nothing more to say. You just make me wanna play.
Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood, Florida's getaway destination, is playing your song. Come discover your rhythm safely with our industry-leading Safe and Sound program, including stringent sanitary protocols like face masks, temperature checks, and consistent cleaning and sanitizing throughout the casino. And more space for you to stay, play, and dine. When you're ready for good, clean fun, come to the home of the world-famous Guitar Hotel, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Heard the good news about COVID-19 vaccines? They're here, but you can do more than wait for your turn. Here's how. Stay at least 6 feet away from folks you don't live with, and it's risky to be indoors with them too. And masks? Well, they protect both the person wearing them and the folks around them. Wear a mask, watch your distance, and make a big difference now.
Learn more about vaccines at cdc.gov/coronavirus. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word. Crispy. But also juicy and tender. Okay, it's crispy, juicy, tender. All one word. But then also pickle. Oh, and potato bun, which is 2 words. Okay, we can't sum up our new crispy chicken sandwich in one word, so you'll just have to try it to understand it. Order ahead on the McDonald's app at participating McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We can remember tonight for the rest of Walking by the sideline, wishing I was dead, overthinking what you've done. Babe, you said we had something special, but every other night it's the same cycle of the petty fights. How much more can I take? You're pulling me back again, back again, back again. But this time I'm over it. I'm done with this. Go back to Chris. Yeah, I saw your messages. I read the text from before last night. The pictures of all the news. I'm so confused. My heart is bruised. There's no reason to cry now. You should know I'ma make it somehow. You left me broke, hurts like a stroke. You played me, took me for a joke. You didn't have to do this to me. It could have been just you and me. You had the audacity to apply for a family. I thought you were the girl for me. Now it's plain to see, it's like I'm all crazy. You keep pulling me back again, back again, back again. But this time I'm over it. I'm done with this. I did my best.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't.
What is going on, everybody? How's it going? Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Sorry, guys, I was wolfing down some dinner real quick. All right, give me a sec here. All right, cool. Let's do it. Tuesday night. Hopefully, everyone has had a productive start of the week. And I can't sleep, bro. Yeah. So let's recap, what kind of some of the stuff that I'm looking at for the week. I'll go through my watch list. And if you guys are looking at some stuff, let me know. And I will, let me throw this in here. Hold on, bear with me. We'll take a look at everything. Alrighty. And disable. Cool. Alrighty, there we go, man. Let's do this thing. Cool. First time here. Alrighty. I'm gonna warn you. It is like hopefully if you have a good concept of smart money, you'll be able to follow along. I do get into the weeds a little bit, and we'll break down some stuff. Alrighty. In front of you, we're looking at Forex Factory. Obviously we got some US dollar news coming out tomorrow, and it's NFP week. All right, it's NFP week. So with NFP week, if you guys are new to NFP week, you know that the market kind of goes a little slow to start the week out, and typically Thursday, Fridays are big days. Alrighty. All right, so let's dive right into it, man. I'm going to go down my watch list. I'm going to go through my stuff. Wasn't that slow today? Well, it all depends on how you look at it. It is, and we'll get into it when we cover some of the NZD pairs, but it was straight up manipulation. Some brokers had a huge wick. I didn't get filled on any of it. So, it is what it is. Just to kind of recap on some stuff, what I'm currently holding right now is I am only holding a gold sell. I am still holding this gold sell from up here. So we're going, I think it's 55 days now. 55 days I've been holding this sucker. So yeah, 55 days. 55 days, and what are we at? Like 2,200 pips. So it's holding strong. Again, shout out to the guys back on that Tuesday session back on the 5th of January that said, "Hey, Mike, check gold." So shout out to you guys for that, because had I not seen it, I probably wouldn't have been in this trade. So I've taken partials, and like I've been saying from, I don't even know when, but I've been saying it for a very long time that we're coming into the weekly candle, and here we are. We are in the weekly candle. All right. What's the R to R on it? Honestly, I took it off the 4 hours, so it ain't nothing crazy. It is sitting at, right now, it is sitting at a 1 to 81. So 1 to 81. It was at a 1 to 100, almost a 1 to 100. But it was off the 4 hour. So, definitely if you haven't, yeah, it's 55 days. It ain't nothing crazy. So, yeah, if you haven't been able to, look at it, definitely go on my YouTube, and you guys can just go to the January 5th Zoom call we did. We broke it down where we wanted to get into the entry, and this happened, I think, during London session it triggered. By the time I woke up in New York session, we were deep in profits. So normal R to R, yeah, I mean, it is, it is. It is what it is, though. So now, just to recap on gold, like what I'm looking for is I want to see us at least trade. If we are going to continue down, I want us to trade into this area over here. All right. We're a ways from it. I've got an alert sitting around like 1785. And what I'm personally looking at is I want to see if we can get into this price action here. This 1 hour or this 2 hour candle right here, specifically the 1 hour is what I'm looking at. This 1 hour candle right here lines up with some really nice confluence. All right. If we do get into it, and now it's no longer going to be a limit order for me. I'm going to need some price action to give me an entry, just because we've moved so far away from it. But if we do get into this 1 hour candle, this is where I'm going to be looking. All right. It did, I think last week I was looking at a trade that to come up into, I was looking at a trade into this 2 hour candle, and it missed my order by, I don't know, like 10 pips. So it was a bad timing. It happened at the end of New York session, and I really wasn't looking to trade it. But it did trade into the 2 hour candle. So it is what it is. Yeah. My TP1 is their TP3. Yeah, I do have some, listen, go big or go home. That's always been my motto. So, go big or go home. Yeah. All right, cool. So I would definitely, if we start to see, and I know I've been seeing a lot in the chat, we are starting to see a possible accumulation, but listen, we are very, very early in this schematic, right? So if everyone is looking at this as a possible accumulation, all right, I'm fine with it. Let it be. We're in a very, very good point of interest. I'm 100% happy with it. All right. The one thing that I will definitely caution everybody about is the time, right? So I could tell you that on average, a 5-minute schematic takes about 5 to 6 hours to get to confirmation. So now we're dealing with 1 hour, right? A 1 hour time frame. So this is going to take days. This may not be ready until next week to even possibly look at a possible entry to take this up. So just be caught, just have that in the back of your head. I've already made it, a known fact in my trading plan that I won't be trading gold for buys probably for at least a week if this is how we're going to start building the schematic. All right, because price ultimately is going to have to do something like this, right? We're going to have to come up here to test this range. So this would be our SC to our AR. Whether or not we get a UA or not, it is what it is. Trade back down to create another secondary test. And then from there, we can either do a confirmed type 2 or we're going to get our spring, right? Or we get our spring, break of structure, and take it up. So we are talking, into next week if this is going to play out. All right. And at the end of the day, like just follow what you see. Right now, nothing about gold, right? Nothing about gold on this 1 hour chart should be saying buy me, buy me, buy me, because we are literally just going down, down, down on it. All right. UCAD, GU, and NU. All right. Yeah. We'll take a look at it. On your YouTube channel, do you have a video that goes in depth about Wyckoff logic? I'll tell you what, like there is a really good book that you maybe want to read, that goes into it by Ruben Villamosa. And speaking of Ruben Villamosa, hold on. Yeah. If you haven't read it, definitely read Wyckoff Methodologies in Depth. By far a really, really good book. It's where I started. I would definitely start reading that. And then I have a Wyckoff intro book it's an intro video. My bad. It's like 3.5 hours long. I did it for everybody in the group in our Discord, one Saturday out of the blue, and it just kind of got away from me. So it's very, very lengthy. So my bad. I would definitely get into that. Everyone's kind of told me that it was a really good starting point. So if you can, definitely do it. All right. I will also share this. If you guys are not in our Discord, shout out to Sam for organizing this. We have Mr. Ruben Villamosa himself, who is going to be appearing on Zoom and on Sam's Twitch, because I guarantee you Zoom is going to max out. He will be, he's going to be on Saturday, this coming Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. He's kind of going to be going over his stuff, Sam has spoken to him already, and, definitely a wealth of knowledge. So I'm eager to jump on it. I'm going to be actually at a volleyball tournament, but we get done at 1 p.m. So I'm going to make sure that I jump on it myself, and just to pick his brain on stuff. I think it's going to be a really, really good resource to do. So, if you guys aren't in it, definitely screenshot this picture, and hopefully you guys can see it, right? Everyone sees the Discord thing. 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Can you guys see the picture or no? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So 2 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. UK, and whatever else is on there, just go with it. So cool. Alrighty. And if you guys aren't in our big group here, I'll tell you what, I'll just do a quick invite. I will copy that. I'll throw it in here for everybody to, if you guys aren't in our public Discord, jump in it. It's grown tremendously. We definitely have quite a bit of resources in there. All right. And just to give you guys just some props, man. I mean, I could tell you in the last 3 months, I've seen significant progress from everybody in the Discord. You guys are really, really doing a lot in there. So, perfect. Let's see. Let me catch up with this chat. Intro was pretty helpful. Good. Okay. Yeah. Everyone's kind of told me that the intro that I did on Wyckoff was pretty good. So, any advice getting your feet wet into the trading world? Don't be in a rush to lose money, right? Don't listen to the people that say fund your live account and you can start trading tomorrow. Don't do it. Right. Learn to be a good market analyst before you decide you're going to be a trader. So understand what the market's doing. Do a demo account, and like Ray says, man, journal. So if you haven't dove into any of my videos on YouTube, I would definitely suggest it. Do it. journaling is probably the most important thing of trading. All right. And then establishing your trading plan. 1 to 300 minutes. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I have yet to hit a 1 to 300. The biggest I've ever hit was a 1 to 287. AU possibly selling. I'll tell you. I am not looking for AU sells, man. So, yeah, I'm not looking for AU sells. We'll go into AU though. I got it on my watch list. We'll go over it. I'm looking for buys. All right. What videos do I recommend to watch on ICT? I have no clue. I've never watched any of ICT stuff. So no clue. Can you put your cam on? It makes it easier to understand. Easier to understand? Really? Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's see. All right. There you go. My cam's on. Maybe this will make it a little easier to understand. Do you know how the level is going to work on it? Bro, I have no idea, honestly. I know Sam just started it. I just got notification that I'm a level 2. So woohoo, I'm not a rookie anymore. So I'm a level 2. Let's see. Reminds me, shut up. I can't see. Yeah, exactly. No worries. No worries. We'll get into it. All right. All right. Cool. All right. All right. I'm keeping up with both chats here. So ECAD, do you have a limit on the H4 Extreme? No. Actually, ECAD is no longer in my repertoire. ECAD, like if you have a chart, drop it. We'll look at ECAD, but I can only imagine because I looked at it like last month and the month before that, and it still looked ugly. So, for me, it's very, very, it's very ugly. So I'm looking good. Yeah. My wife gave me a little trim, man. She gave me a little trim. She got tired of the bushy beard. So, okay. How do you manage your take partials on FTMO? Yeah. So I'll tell you this. If I get into a trade on FTMO early in the week, I manage it according to my trading plan. If not, I got to close out on Fridays. So, how long do 15-minute schematics take to form? I could tell you, if you look at UCAD and CJ from last week, they were 5-minute schematics. They took 5.5 hours to get confirmation from start to finish. And it took another hour just to get entry on it. Okay. So you mentioned your 3.5 hour. Is it under your? Yeah. Just go to on my YouTube channel. Go to, I think it's under the playlist Wyckoff. So just go to the YouTube channel and you'll see it there. It's under Wyckoff. It's the only one that's like 3.5 hours, and it says like Wyckoff intro. Alrighty. So anyway, getting back on track here. Gold. Don't be in a rush to buy this. All right. If you are looking for a reason to buy it, just come back over to the 4 hour and just look. And this should dispel any attempt that you should think to buy it, because this is just falling off. All right. And it's doing what we wanted it to do, right? We're bullish on the weekly. We want to come into these, we want it to come into these 2 candles, right? So, if this candle doesn't hold, if we don't get a schematic in here, I'll tell you right now, I will be looking to take this from this weekly candle down here. All right. So it's just a matter of just being patient. All right. And I'll be honest, like gold just really hasn't given a lot of opportunity to trade it. How can you be in the Discord channel? So you're on YouTube, right? Go into my links or my profile on YouTube and you'll see the Discord icon. Just click on it. It's a non-expiring link to the public group, and you can just jump in there. All right. And if not, just message me on IG, right? Message me on IG and I'll throw it in there. Okay. Can you analyze GU? Yeah, I'll go down. GU. I go in alphabetical order. So GU is at the G. So we'll get there. All right. I'm going to sleep. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, man. Listen, I hear you, bro. I've been up since like 4 a.m. I've been up since 4, and it's currently 7:30. So on a daily near your SC, would you say that there's a reaccumulation on gold? On the daily at your SC, is there a reaccumulation? On the daily at my SC. Oh, wait. You're talking on the weekly, right? You're talking on the weekly here? This? Yeah. This was a reaccumulation. Yep. Yeah. Not only was it a reaccumulation, but this is the leg that broke all-time highs, right? So this is extremely powerful. All right. No, your weekly SC on the daily. My weekly, yeah, this was a reaccumulation here as well. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. All right. So gold, like I said, you just got to wait on it. All right. Let's get into the primary watch. Actually, you know what here? Because I'm going to accommodate here. GU is going to be the second one we go over, right? I got to go in alphabetical order, right? My OCD kind of gets the best of me, so I can't deviate from it. Odd CAD. Let's just look at odd CAD real quick. This is going to be pretty simple. We are bullish, no question about it. We're bullish. Okay. Oh my goodness, man, that's some chats. Now I know what Zach feels like. Hold on. All right, we'll take a look, bro. We'll take a look. We'll get to these after, but yeah. And we'll see if it lines up. Okay, so I was looking for price to come into these areas right here and accumulate. All right. Specifically, into this area, and we did it. How about yeah, thanks, Jay, bro. Thanks. We did get in there, right? We did get a nice accumulation. You guys can see the work being done here. If I get down to the lower time frame, it really puts it in perspective what's going on. All right. So what we have is we have a, oh geez, that's horrible. Hold on. We have a type 2 accumulation, right? 1, 2, 3 drives into a distribution that made absolutely no sense, right? That then came into a type 2 accumulation here, which then came into a type 2 accumulation into that accumulation, and then came into another type 2 accumulation here. So just think about the amount of work, effort, and money going into all of this price action. All right. Some would say, oh, it's consolidating. All right. Some would say, like, look at all the equal lows that it left. And I'll tell you to that, I say that the market doesn't give a crap about equal lows. Don't fall for that trap. What I'm also looking at is we have two, actually, do I have my legs? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me go to the 10. I think I have the legs on the 10. Yeah. Okay. So we have our legs, right? We have, this was the low that ended up breaking structure. Okay. So we have that. Then we come down into here and you can see that we make a new high, which is actually, this is the leg right here. All right. So this is that slingshot area that created the break of structure or the new high. So by default, I need an accumulation schematic in here. I personally like the 7-minute. We had a really nice type 2 schematic in here. So if price trades during London in here, gives us schematic, I'll be taking it higher. And I do have a limit order sitting right here at the 10-minute. All right. I do have a limit order off that 10-minute. It's a little bigger of a stop. What is it? 7.7 pips. It's a little bigger of a stop. But I plan on being asleep when this activates. So I'm okay with it. All right. Hey, it's AJ. Hi, AJ. How's it going, bud? My little nephew's on there. I'm going to tell your dad. All right. So you're telling me that the market doesn't care about double bottoms at a resistance level? Nope. I don't. Absolutely. It doesn't. Not if it doesn't need to fill the orders. So it is the biggest stop loss of 2021, bro. It is. Isn't that a reaccumulation here? 986. 986. Up here? Oh, son of a gun. Up here? It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only thing I'll say is, though, what did this reaccumulate? Jeez, man, hold on. What did this reaccumulation up here do? Did it break the leg? Did it make a new leg? And the answer is nope. Did it create a new high or new low? So if that's the case, then this is what's maintaining bullishness for you. And this all happens during Asian session. So as far as I'm concerned, we can just do like that, right? Just that never happened. Just make it a gap and I'll be waiting for here or here. That's what I'll be waiting on. Okay. What about liquidity line below equal lows? Like you got retail liquidity. So, I'm not going to say, I'll just say this. The market doesn't care about equal lows or equal highs unless it needs to fill its orders. And what I see happening on AutoCAD right here is they filled their orders. They just need to come back to mitigate. So when in doubt, just back test it. Back test how many times the market has come into equal highs and equal lows and doesn't give a crap about it. So if their orders are filled, they're not going to take liquidity because they don't need to take liquidity. They don't care about my stop loss. They don't care about your stop loss. The only thing they care about is getting their order filled. Okay. So, and that's why we have type 2 schematics, right? In a type 2 schematic, you're leaving liquidity on the table because they don't need it. All right. All right. So do you trade euro? I do trade euro. Yes. So you care about price action only care about London and New York. Yeah, ask your journal and it'll tell you why. All right. Because for me, there is, it's non-existent Sydney and Asian. I looked back over the last year and it wasn't worth me even giving it the time of day. I would rather miss out on the 1-2 trades. There you go, bro. Sango got it. Ask your journal, man. Use the lock icon to prevent the long position. But no, I know. But then I like to move it sometimes and then I forget to unlock it and stuff. So I only have it visible on certain time frames. That's why. What is your normal R to R? My normal R to R? Man, I don't know. I can tell you my journal so far this year, the average R to R is 1 to 42. I just finished my journal. So Albert's here. Yeah, Albert's here. There you go. 1 to 43. You guys ever sleep? Yeah, I sleep a lot, bro. GA made a spring. All right, hold on, man. You guys are killing me. Hold on. All right. So for accumulation, do you wait for price to leave the trading area and then enter? So it depends on the accumulation. On a type 2, I require price to exit the trading range and equal a sign of strength. On a type 1, all I need is a break of structure. All right. Can you go over the indices? Yeah, look for buys. Well, maybe if I have time, but I could tell you that the indices have been horrible lately. So here, for everybody on YouTube, right? If you come over here to my YouTube page, where's YouTube? Come over here to my YouTube page. And if you go to the channel, right? Go to the channel and you see over here, this Discord link right here, just click on it. When you click on it, it takes you to the invite. It takes you to the invite of our public group. Oh, look at that, man. We're almost at 1,200 members, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. So yeah. Just click on that, right? Click on that Discord link right there and it'll take you to it. Okay. All right. So good night, man. All right. Hold on. Do you have a shortcut setting for labeling your schematics? Yeah, just create a thing, like I have it red and green. So green and then I have red. Yep. That's how I do it. All right. I just do it like that and save your template. Just save your template. All right. Hold on. I might have to get my son out here to help me with all these questions, man. It's in the about. Yeah, you got it. Thanks for doing. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I just don't trade USD Mexican, man. It's just the spreads are too crazy. Yep. What's your sessions indicator? All right, real quick. Hold on. Man, oh man. Sessions indicator is right here. Sessions on the chart. The one that has like 5,000, just type in sessions and sessions on the chart. That's what I got. All right. When you say fill their orders, what exactly do you mean? Oh man. Okay. So the market can't just go on MT5, like Morgan Stanley can't put a $250 billion lot size at price point 98,700, right? They have to fill at all the different tick marks, right? At all the different ticks. So at 98.70, at 98.69, 98.68, 67, 66, 65. So that's essentially why we're getting these schematics. Okay. If you're new to like my stream, just jump on, actually watch that Wyckoff intro book because I go into it. The Wyckoff intro video, I go into why the schematics are getting filled. All right. But that's what essentially the schematic is them filling orders, okay, at discounted rates or at premium rates, depending what they're doing. How do you color the sessions? How do I color them? What do you mean? Like that? Just go under settings You could just change all of these here. You can change them whatever colors you want, and then the only thing I do is under inputs, just activate high and low because I can't deal with all this stuff here, right? All that, that just doesn't fly for me. So I just activate so it's high up the high and low of the candle. All right. And then of course, I really don't care about Sydney session because I don't even look at it. And then if it's in the yellow, yeah, negative. If it's in the yellow, I don't want to trade it. Okay. So that's the sessions. Let the man speak, bro. I know, man. Hold on. All right. I'm going to catch up. Let's see. Could you show an example of your predetermined, your TPs? It's all based on the leg. All right. So like my first TP would be, the first break of the leg. My second TP is going to be like, if we're targeting an H4 high, that's my second TP. And then my overall TP is going to be, like on odd CAD, I'd be looking to get into the weekly candle, right? Like when we get into this weekly, that'll be my final TP. All right. So it's just based off of the next legs, so like on ACAD here, right? Let's just say hypothetically it comes down into this area here. My first TP where I'm taking profits is right here. Okay. And then I'll start working as we get up into this high over here. That's my second TP. All right. And then my final TP3, I always have 3. My final TP will be the weekly. All right. Yeah, that's how I do it. What exactly is classed as the trading range for a reaccumulation? The trading range. Find the distro, right? Find the distro, and that's your trading range. So BC to AR, right? BC to AR. Thanks, Jay. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, geez, bro. Oh man. All right. Yeah. If you get a chance, bro, if I get a chance on BTC, all right, we'll see. Just save that chart. We'll save that chart. If we get to crypto, if I have time, we'll do it. All right. Can you check EU? Yeah, I'll look at EU. Thanks, Mike. Perfect. Verify low when it creates a new high. You verify your low when it creates a new high. Yes. So on the legs, when you create a new high, that is what validates the new low, or vice versa. Yes. All right. Got it. Perfect. You got it, bro. All right. So fantastic. We're caught up. Hey, we're caught up. Yes. Okay. All right. So anyway, ACAD, right? ACAD. We are accumulating, right? This is great. I want to see now London session would be a fantastic time for us to come on down. If we get a schematic in here, golden, taking it up. If we don't, and we keep trading down, I will be setting a limit before I go to bed on the 10-minute open here. All right. So this is the extreme of the intraday leg. Okay. So, it is what it is. I'll let it play out. We'll see how it happens. All right. So if you don't have this, definitely, just take a look at it. It should be pretty easy to look at what you want to do with it. Again, slingshots require a schematic for me. All right. If they don't for you, you don't need to wait for it. You can definitely take it off. The 7 minute is what I like, but I need a slingshot. All right. Stop loss below the low of the 10-minute wick. Yeah. So, well, no. I'm going what is it, like 98.02. So it's the low of the candle prior to the 10-minute is where I'm going. Yeah. Scott. Yeah. Here, this is for Scott. Scott, schematic here. It's required, bro. Required right here, bro. Here, hold on. Required, right? I could put a limit order here though. All right. It's an order block. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Like I don't I really don't deal with the order blocks, man. I don't know. Yeah. The third drive on the first accumulation is not valid anymore. The third drive on the first accumulation. This one here? This one? Yeah. You mean for an entry? No, because we've made a new high, right? So we've made this leg that broke structure. This was the mitigation of that. And then we made a new high. So this, like when you look at what's going on with structure, this is what's maintaining bullishness right now on the intraday. Okay. So, all right. That's all CAD. Cool. Awesome. Trading range for an accumulation for a break of structure. What is classed as the trading range for, you don't need to worry about the trading range for a BOS. It's the BOS is the BOS. Yeah. So just look at your low, go to the previous low. In a type 2, it's still structure. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The BOS is still going to be a break of strength. You mean the sign of strength? Okay. A sign of strength is a sign of strength. It's subjective. It's whatever you want to make it a sign of strength, right? Just think of the word. It's a sign of strength, So does it pop up 1 pip above the previous high? Is that a sign of strength? I don't know. I probably wouldn't say, yeah, that's a sign of strength, it's very subjective, like when I think of the word strength, I think of powerful, I think of strong, I think of a very, decisive candle. I'm not looking at a long wick, so have I taken any trades this week? No, I haven't got into any trades yet. Nothing's really confirmed. I mean, I've got confirmations now. I got pendings, but no, I haven't got into any trades yet. Yes, an aggressive move. Exactly. You want a sign of strength. You think of the NZD wick today. Yeah. So, all right. So OddCAD for me, confirmed. I'm going to take the limit order off this 10-minute. And then if we get into this here, I'll take a limit or not. I'll take a schematic if we print a schematic. All right. But I need a schematic to print off of this slingshot. Okay, cool. Do I have any videos that break down distro or accumulation? Not specifically, but if you could probably look at all the videos on there, and we cover at least 1 or 2. I would definitely take a look in our Discord. We got some free stuff that, like, education wise, that break it down. So do you start on the higher time frame first? Yeah. Top down. I don't go bottom up. I do top down. Okay. Yeah. So, hold on. Oh, I hit the wrong button. My bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do you journal losing trades to learn from? Of course, man. Of course. I journal everything. Journal your winners, your losers, and the ones you don't take. All right. Journal the ones you don't take as well, and put down why you didn't take it. I'll tell you right now, that'll probably be the best thing you ever did. All right. Let's see. Do you look at open interest? So I do, but I don't. Right. And like, I'll just ask you this, Edward. Like, so why is open interest important in the chart? Give me your thoughts on that. Right. Would you look at entry at the bottom of the leg? Yeah. So the 10-minute is what I'm going to do. Could you find a tighter entry? Yes, you can. But I'm okay with the 7 pip stop on. Right. I'm okay with it. I don't want to wake up and the market be up here and I still have a buy limit because I wanted to take it off the 2-minute. So I'm not going to be up for it, and then, it is what it is. I schedule the Q&A. The answer people. Yeah. All right, cool. Based on formulas, you can search. Yeah, exactly. Based on exactly. I can quantify all the stuff in there. So yeah. Commercial buyers or sellers. Yeah. But so why? So the question, Edward, is I understand. I know what open interest is. Why do I care about it in here? Right. I know that this is buyers. I know that this is buyers. I know this is buyers. The only people that create schematics, institutions, nobody else. So why do I need to look at open interest when I can just see? I could see the open interest at play right here, right? Schematics are only formed by institutions. It's institutional order flow. All right. All right. So yeah. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to answer any more questions. All right. For a couple of minutes. All right. What's up, Yuri, man? How's it going, bro? Everything good? There's a 1 hour that hasn't been mitigated. There's a 1 hour that hasn't been mitigated. You talking about down here one? Because that's not the leg. That's not the extreme. This is the extreme right here. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. This is that 10-minute. The 10 minutes sitting in here. This down here, not important anymore because we made a new leg. All right. And order flow is bullish. All right. Order flow is bullish. Okay. Here we go. All right. Cool. So that's ACAD. Let's go to GU. GU. All right. So obviously we're bullish, right? Nobody can, nobody has any reason to say otherwise. All right. We did tuck in to the weekly point of interest that I was looking at. All right. Which is nice. We have on the 4-hour, what I was looking for price to do. I was actually looking for price to accumulate in this prior reaccumulation area. Okay. This was that last, this is like that last slingshot that created this intraday move. So I wanted to see us kind of tuck into that. And you can see into this 4-hour candle, we have reacted from it. We go into a smaller time frame and well, what do we get? We have a really nice schematic. All right. We have a nice schematic on the 15 that actually has a lower time frame schematic down here. All right. So if we go down a little lower, goodness, oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. If we get down into the lower time frame, you'll start to see that we had and this is what I'm calling my spring in here. All right. Inside of that spring, we have a type 2. All right. We have a type 2 in here. Yep. Accumulation within an accumulation. Yep. Fractal accumulation, man. All right. So I'm looking at price coming back in here. If you look at this, we have this 1 minute candle, right? 1 minute candle is sitting right here. And let me make it big for you guys, because I know someone's going to ask me this. So the red line is 80% of the 7 minute. Okay. 80% of the 7 minute lines up with the 1 minute imbalance. So that's where I got my little 2.2 pip stop loss sitting. All right. I'm going to take an order from there and I'll take one off the open of the 7, just to make sure I get filled. So I'm going to split my risk. I'm going to put these in, just before I go to bed. All right. But we did have a really nice schematic. We do have a really nice sign of strength. The only thing we haven't done is we haven't broken 1 hour structure or the leg structure for that matter, right? Because this was the leg here, we came here and we did this. So I'm okay if price trades up during Asian and London and then comes back down into this to go higher. Okay. Why the 7? Because I like the 7. Yeah. Yeah. I like the 7. Just go through and look at all the time frames. You know, does the 15 do anything for you? For me, it doesn't do anything. The 10 minute, maybe, right? Maybe if you want to take it off, but that wick really doesn't show me a lot. But that 7 minute, man, that 7 minute looks pretty good. That's where a lot of volume's sitting. That 6 minute looks like garbage. The 5 minute looks like garbage. The 4 minute looks all, pretty decent, right? That 3 minute, look at that 3 minute, but now pay attention to the 2 minute. That 2 minute is the same candle as a 7 minute. And you notice that price has mitigated 50% of it. So for me, that's why the 80% is golden. And then lo and behold, we got some 1 minute imbalance that lines up exactly where the 80% of that 7 is. So, for me, that's all I need to see. All right. That's all I need to see. The 61 minute. I know Sango, bro. Sango in his 61 minutes, man. Question is why not the 7? There you go, bro. There you go. Let's see. How do you account for spread on limits when it's a floating spread? So you start to get used to, so if I know like on my broker GU typically runs anywhere between 4 pipettes and 7, I just always go with the 7, right? So yeah, that's how I do it. All right. 8 minute. I found the 8 minute down candle has more volume. Oops, sounds good, man. Go off the 8. Go off the 8. Yeah, I mean, I'm going off the 7 because the 80% of the 7 lines up with this 1 minute imbalance. I mean, if the 8 minute does the same thing for you, do it. Go for it. It should be. Let's see. Yeah, it's. I mean, we're talking what 1 pipette difference. So yeah, I mean, do it. You got it, man. You got it. It looks good. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Love to see. Cool. Good, man. I'm glad you got the same setup. GU sometimes leaves without filling all imbalances. Yes, it does. Yep. And that's why I'm taking a higher entry as well. I'm splitting the risk. So yeah, absolutely. Now, if for some reason, right, we get and the timing is just going to be really bad, but say price does trade up and break this structure up here. We did have a reaccumulation here. So if price does come in here during London, New York, and we get a schematic, I will be buying from here. But for right now, this is the only limit I'll have is down here. Okay. So, you know, it is what it is. Reaccumulation becomes the SC. Yep, exactly. It becomes, and actually we may even get something in here. So, you know, it's kind of hard to tell, but you just got to play off of it. All right. Okay, so that's GU. Man, we're making progress now. All right, that was GU. The next one I've got a limit order is EJ. Your tight entry is one off the 1 minute. Yeah, it's the 1 minute in balance fill, which is 80% of the 7. The last buy you talked about is with a stop loss on the last lower low. Yes, yeah. Yep, yeah. Just put it at the bottom of that 1 minute wick. Yeah, bottom of the 1 minute wick. All right, that's where I'm putting mine. All right. Because that you know that schematic shouldn't be violated. If it gets violated, we know we're coming way lower. Okay, so EJ, right? EJ from a 4 hour, we're mad bullish, right? We are mad bullish. We've made a new leg. We have traded. I did kind of want to see us come a little lower, but you know, at the end of the day, you got to trade what you see. So during New York, we saw. Let's go to the 45. We saw a really nice Type 2 schematic. All right. We have a really nice schematic that ended up breaking structure and giving us a sign of strength. Okay. If price trades into this reaccumulation here, right? 1, 2, 3 drives, we had a creek. If price trades into this 45-minute candle, and we get a schematic, I will buy it from there. You know, so if we do something like this, come back, get a schematic, I'll be buying it from there to go higher. Okay. If we don't get a schematic in there, I'm actually going to be looking down in here off this 10 minute. All right. So I'm going to be looking this 10-minute candle, 50% of the 10-minute candle, right, is where I'm going to be looking. And why am I going to be looking there is because 10-minute, if you go to the 5-minute, it's pretty much the same candle. If you go to the 3-minute, you can see that the 3-minute candle is sitting right here, but on the 1 minute, where's the 1 minute? On the 1 minute, you could see a reason for price. 50% lines up with the 1 minute candle right here at the top of the wick. So that would be an imbalance fill. I'm good with it. It lines up with 50% of that 10-minute and 5-minute. That's where I have a limit order sitting. All right. The stop loss isn't the greatest. It's 4.5 pips. EJ normally gives me a little tighter, but it is what it is, you know. GU looks similar to GJ. Yeah, I prefer GU. I think GU is cleaner. What's the POI off of this accumulation? Off of EJ? Do I still have the extreme set? Yeah. Off of this? Yeah. I'm going to put it in before I go to bed. Yeah. Going to sleep. Have a great whatever time. Yeah. Later, bro. That sounds good. Yeah. On EJ? Yeah. Just look over to the left. Look over to the left. You know, we have this reaccumulation right here. This was ultimately, this is the SC that broke this high. Okay. So, and we tapped, I don't know what candle we tapped into. I just had an alert there. So I was looking, I wasn't going to take a limit order off of it. But hold on. Let's see. Let's just see. Hold on. I'm curious. Now you've piqued my interest where this thing actually mitigated into. Let's just see. So it came into that. So the question is, what did it come into? All right, so let's see. 45 maybe. Let's see. There's got to be something it traded. Ah, the 25. The 25, 50% of the 25 it came into. So, and I mean, you guys should be able to see the reaccumulation, right? We had 1, 2, 3 drives, a creek, right? Price ended up breaking the creek or jumping the creek, break a structure. So this is where it came into, that 25. And I'm sure there's another candle in there as well. Let's just see what the 20. Yep. And 15, damn, 50% of the 15. Yeah. Filled that imbalance here on the 10. So that's the point of interest. I just had an alert there. I saw the reaccumulation. I wanted it to come in there. So does that make sense? Let's see. With EJ market also traded into some reaccumulation within the 4-hour. Have you noticed it? Market likes to react off a reaccumulation distro within the legs. So yeah, like if you just look at probably like the last 3 months, because I've been really bullish on this for a while. I mean, it does print some decent schematics. These were coming into the extreme, but this one in particular came into a reaccumulation right here. This one here, schematic was in the reaccumulation, right? This one here fell a little short. I wanted it to come a little lower. I wanted it to come down here, but it just didn't. And then obviously here we came into this reaccumulation. So yeah, I mean, that's a good observation. One of the things and that's why for me on the slingshots, which are typically always reaccumulations, I require the schematic because, there's a good likelihood that it's going to happen. All right. Yeah. So let's see. So the reason you're looking in the STB for entry and not reaccumulation is because H1 structure wasn't broke. Correct. Yes. On EJ, could you show what you consider as the 4H or the 4-hour leg? Yeah. So we just made here. Hold on. I'll circle it. I got to add it anyway. So we just made a new high, right? Right up here. So this is the low. Okay. So low, that's our high. All right. This is the new leg right here. Okay. So price right now, this is what's maintaining bullishness on the leg. All right. And of course, if we make a new high, now this maintains bullishness. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Am I a full-time trader? Yeah, I am. Is it a lot of work? I'll be honest. It's once I'll tell you right now, like once you get used to doing this really, once you keep, I'm not going to say it doesn't take me a long time. I would say that it probably takes me 2 hours to mark up all my charts, which is a pretty good amount of time, So, perfect. Thank you. All right. That's the new low. Correct. Yeah. Do you have something on EU? Yeah, when we get to it. It's on my primary watch list. So, all right. But everyone should be good with DJ. All right. Like I said, I'm just waiting now for London, New York. All right. I will, like I said, I will put a limit order down here as soon as I go to bed. All right. So before I go to bed, after this Asian session shenanigans, I will set the limit order. All right. But I do like EJ. All right. EJ looks pretty good. All right. So now let's tackle the watch list. All right. AJ. So man, AJ just keeps going and going and going, man. This is so without a doubt, it sucks. I wanted us, what was this, the 3-hour? Yeah. So I wanted price to accumulate. You could see like the marking from last week. I wanted us to accumulate in here in this 3-hour. We tapped it. I wasn't going to take an entry off of it. I just wanted an accumulation, and it just never gave a real entry. We did have a reaccumulation here. So if we go down to like maybe the 30-minute, let's see. Yeah. So 30-minute, you could just see the order flow is bullish, right? We got bullish order flow. We do have an attempted distribution here with the creek, right? With the creek. So reaccumulation. All right. If price, I got a alert at 8,300. Price comes back into this area here and we see a schematic on any time frame, I'm taking a buy from here. Okay. I'll take a buy from here. I think personally, I think like CAD and AU are better looking pairs. and I really like NU and NJ. So, but this is what it is. I mean, it's a reaccumulation. This is a valid demand point. So this is where I'd like to take price from. Okay. This is where I'd like to take price from. Of course, what am I targeting? Well, my first target is going to be a new high. All right. First target will be a new high. We haven't broken any major structure on the intraday side for us to even be contemplating sells on this. All right. So, this was a valid reaccumulation. Sadly, we didn't get anything here. You can see that it did have a reaccumulation here that price ended up tapping into. This happened during Asian session yesterday, so I wasn't even considering it. But yeah, we had the reaccumulation here. Price mitigates out of that, does another reaccumulation here. So I'd like to see price give me a schematic here to go higher. All right. When you make your previous year's salary in a month, you stop thinking a trade takes a lot. You're right, bro. You're right. That's a good point, bro. That's a good point. Let's see. For how long have you been? I've been trading for actually 3 years and 1 month. I actually started February 2nd, 3 years ago. So yeah, 3 years and a month. Yeah, the more you mark up it, the easier it gets, man. I'm telling you. You should see some of my old markups from last year. Go look at some of my old videos. Some of the videos I was doing last year. I mean, I kind of knew what I was doing, but I would think that my level of understanding the market is just slightly better now these days. So AJ, if we come into here, I got an alert, like I said, 8,300. So anywhere between 8,260 and like 8,290, that 30 pip range, we get a schematic. That's where I'll be waiting. All right. That's where I'll be waiting. On AU, let's take a look at AU. Do you think backtesting is useful as a newish trader? No. Yeah, bro. Backtest. You don't need to backtest as much as I did, but I probably had maybe 2,500 charts backtested before I really started to get a good handle on what I was doing. But yeah. I really started to trade. I went through my mentorship program, March, April, May, June, July, August. I spent most of the summer backtesting 40 to 50 hours a week. I call it, deciphering the code and breaking the code of the market. And then August is when I really started to just hammer it up and really see some huge profits. So yeah. Let's see. You would have thought I've been trading for over 5 years. Yeah, no. Yeah, just 3 years. I watched some. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's see. Biggest advice to new traders. So I already said don't be in a rush to lose money, but definitely I would suggest go and figure out what you want to trade, right? How you want to trade. If you're going to trade like I do, Wyckoff theory with smart money concepts, plug in with people that are doing it. Plug in with people that are doing it and that know it. All right. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be trading in a group of people that are all trading different strategies, because then you're just going to be confused, So if you're going to trade like this, I definitely suggest jump in that Discord, that public Discord. There's, I don't know, 1,200 people almost in there. It gets a little noisy, but for a new trader, it is a wealth of knowledge, and ask questions, ask questions. It's, talk about confusion. I am. Oh yeah, I know, man. It is what it is though. It is what it is. Yeah. Learn first, earn forever. Absolutely, man. Listen, you can't say it better than that. Yep. Cool. I'm glad. Which candle were you looking for on AJ? Oh man. Did I drop the AJ chart in our Discord or no? On AJ, no, it's not a candle. It's just this reaccumulation. It's the reaccumulation. So like, I don't have an actual candle. Maybe it's the 45. Hold on. Yeah. It's not maybe the 2 hour. Yeah. Maybe that 2 hour, but yeah, I'm not looking at an actual candle. It's just this whole area of reaccumulation, this demand zone right here. Okay. Yeah. What do you think of USD as a forex pair? I don't think of. I don't trade USD Mexican. The spreads are too big. Okay, cool. Drop the Discord link, please. Yeah, you guys are you're on my YouTube, so it's right there. It's right there. It's just go to my channel, go to under links, you'll see the Discord link. Just click on it. You're one click away from it. All right. So let's cover AU. So AU, 4 hour, right? From the 4 hour, we have listen, if you've been on my stream for the last 3 weeks, you should have been slamming AU. So we finally got a really decent pullback. I personally wanted it to come into this 4 hour candle. It decided it didn't want to. It decided it wanted to come just a little bit shy of it. So, all right, it is what it is. Now at this point, what I'm looking at is, ask yourself, what's the order flow? Order flow is bullish, right? Order flow is bullish. So what I want to see is we had this area of importance to me. And obviously we had this really just ugly looking, maybe type 1, if you want to stretch it. But I mean, this was a schematic. This was technically a spring. So if price comes down into there, I told myself I need a schematic or I need a schematic here. So I got my alert sitting right here at like 77,500. If price comes in there, these are 2 areas I'd be looking for buys, but I need a schematic just because I'm not too happy with this organization, right? And when we get to NU and NJ, you'll kind of see what I mean by that. So, it is what it is. I like AU for buys. I'm just not totally convinced, yet on what it's going to do. Okay. Market played into the 1 hour within the reaccumulation on EJ. Took a limit, which was triggered during Asian. I believe this was a mistake trade. Yeah. So we'll take a look at it, bro. We'll take a look at it. So yeah, first Maninder, shout out to you, bro, for jumping on Zach's session yesterday. That journal was pretty good, man. I liked it. But definitely pay attention to all the trades you've taken during Asian and just see if it was worth it. One of the things I went over with the guys that I mentor is, like on my journal, I found that, I took, I don't know, like X amount of trades and I won X amount and lost X amount. And it came out to where it was like in the entire year, I only made like 11% profit off trading Asian session. So for me, I looked at the amount of hours I spent on the charts during Asian and I said, and I broke it up into 11%. And I was like, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I could have, probably got a job at Walmart, as a greeter and made better profits. So, all right. I'm waiting on the schematic on AU. Going to look at what you're looking at. Yep. Cool. Awesome. No limits. Yeah. No limits. We have a reaccumulation, right? AU went to grab liquidity and you maintain structure. Can't wait to join your mentorship. Perfect, bro. Thank you. All right. Cool. Do I take higher time frame trades? Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Most of my analysis is off a 4 hour and a daily. I just get down to the 1 minute to find the entry. So it's, yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. There you go. He's got it. Thank you, man. You said you have like, bitch, missed it. Would you now cross the AU? How you said you would have, so no. So like AU, right? Let's just put it like this. So these areas do not become invalidated until what? Till we make a new high. So price could come right to here and then come right down and tag into this. Okay. So we did have a distro in here, right? If you guys haven't seen it, there was a distribution. I was actually, what was it? I think Thursday or Friday. I was actually looking at selling it. Yeah, right here. So those of you guys that caught all the buys from in here, remember my target was 8,000, right? My target was 8,000. So, sure enough, we hit it, right? We came right into that 8,000. So we have a type 2 schematic in here. All right. I was looking at selling it and it just never happened. So price could just come right in here and then come back down and make a new low. All right. So those 2 points of interest down there do not become invalidated until we make a new high. All right. So yeah, good question. Good question. Is my journal public? No, my journal's not public. Yeah. You started for, yeah, Yuri, bro. You got it, man. You got it. Let's see. Yeah, it was Thursday. Cool. Yeah. DXY, please. DXY. What's up, Henry, bro? How you doing, man? EU, we'll get to EU, man. Cool. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll do DXY when we get to EU. All right. So that's what I got on AU. All right. I'm just looking to take this obviously to a new high and then into the weekly. All right. I want to take it up to the weekly. So that's AU. CAD-J. I'll be honest, I got nothing on CAD-J. CAD-J is just in the middle of nowhere right now. I either need CAD-J to break above here so that we can confirm that we are not going to sell off, or I need us to break below here, right? And confirm that we're going to sell. All right. So right now we're in the middle of nowhere. So, we're 70 pips from breaking the high and we're 120 pips from breaking below here. So that's, it's CAD-J. I've got my alert set. I'll let CAD-J do its thing. All right. Do I normally wait for a schematic on a lower time frame? I don't. So I require a schematic in my slingshot areas. I don't on my extreme of the legs. So, but if I do get in the extreme, even better. The schematic's going to give me the tighter entry. Sometimes if you just took it off the candle, you'll have like a 12 pip stop loss. If you take it off the schematic, you'll be looking, anywhere from a 1 pip to a 4 or 5 pip. All right. Mike, but why don't you want to sell from the district on AU? Where are you talking? Which one, bud? AU or CJ? CJ? Because we haven't confirmed anything yet. Yeah. Listen to Scott, bro. Listen to Scott. Just look at this 4 hour, right? Look at the 4 hour. Nothing. Well, hold on. Let me put it in perspective. Look at the 4 hour. Nothing about this has said to sell yet, right? Even on the 15-minute, look at the 15-minute. We haven't broken anything yet. That's why I got this alert down here. I want to break below here. This was clearly a really good demand area. A lot of buys came in here. So I want us to break here. If we can do that, we're good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. CAD-J is bullish, man. Until we break it, listen, shout out to everyone that caught that sell. If you guys hadn't looked at it, just go into replay mode, right? This is the high that is maintaining bearishness on the weekly. All right. This was the low, previous low. This was the high. All right. And if you go into that candle over here and you go to the 12 hour, you're going to find that in that 12-hour candle, you could see the 80% and the 50%, right? I'm sorry. You could see the 80% of the 12-hour, right? And if you go to the 4 hour, you can see that the 80% of the 12-hour lines up with the 50% of the 4 hour. All right. And if you just go to where price actually tagged into that 80% and 50% of the 12-hour and just shy of the 80% of the 4 hour. So there was a really clean distro. I don't know if I still have it up there. Is it off the 6? Yeah, there was a super clean distro off the 6 minute that I know a lot of the guys caught. So, like when people ask me, what's a distro supposed to look like? This is what the distro is supposed to look like. Just like this, right? Very controlled, right? You can tell orders are getting filled. You can tell who's in control. Momentum immediately changes, that changing of hands, and boom, down we go. Okay. And the entry was off of this 6 minute open. You would have either been tagged there or here. So yeah, that was a good play. You missed it on the 2-minute? Really? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like when we back tested this, what was it, like Thursday or Saturday? We back tested this, and when I back tested it, I missed. Actually, I would have broken my monitor if this was in real life, but it is what it is. Yeah, but see, here's Ray. Just so to give you like a little perspective, right? What did this 2-minute candle do? Nothing. This isn't the candle that took liquidity, right? If anything, it was these two candles. But if you look at the 4-minute for me is what I called. I said the 4-minute is the candle I wanted to play off of, and the 6 was even better. So, whether I took 50% or the open, this is the only candle I would have played off of. That 2-minute just doesn't do it for me. That 2-minute doesn't do it. All right. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's see. When you think you have a schematic, how do you know a schematic is being formed? So I guess you got to know what the rules of a schematic are in order for you to know that it's being formed. All right. I can tell you in short order, it's minimum of 3 drives, right? Slingshot area. It's just the area it's the area that created that's responsible for the new high, new low, or break of structure. If that makes sense, Nero. All right. Oh, bro, Albert's gonna kill me now, bro. Yeah. Ask Ruben. Jump on the call on Saturday and listen to Ruben Villamosa. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So that's CAD. Let's do EU, right? So real quick, let's look at dollar. Let's look at dollar. All right. So dollar index. What is the dollar doing? All right. So dollar is, dollar's coming down. I'll tell you right now, dollar's coming down. The dollar is coming down. Yeah. So let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, dollar's coming down. Okay. I'm bearish on the dollar. I'll tell you right now. I can already see the writing on the wall. Okay. So let's just go from a higher time frame because we don't even need to screw around with the lower time frame. We had price walking itself down. We had a schematic here turned into a reaccumulation. So this maintaining bullishness, right? Order flow bullish. And I had an alert here that said death to the dollar, right? Because that was the point where if the dollar came below, it's coming down. All right. So we violated this right here. We violated that low in this price action. And you can kind of just see what happened, right? We had a pretty ugly distribution in here, but it is 3 drives. This is the leg that broke structure. This came in to mitigate something out of here. So I would be looking for a sell-off on the dollar. I'd be looking for a sell-off, and obviously taking out this low right here is really going to propel it. So fundamentally, just think about it. Like the US is really going through these, if you haven't kept up with the news in the US, they're going through a stimulus talks right now. It's passed the House. It's going to pass the Senate. They have enough votes for it. It's going to create, the Fed is going to create over $1 trillion of money. So that's going to weaken the dollar, so. Yep. Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah. Well, you saw, I had the alert, death to the dollar. So the alert went off. Yeah. I'm pretty convinced, and then, yeah, I'm pretty convinced. That this is going down. Now, I mean, it could turn into a reaccumulation. Don't get me wrong. Like if you look at it, right, this would have been this is your shakeout. Okay. So if this does take out this high, then there's our creek, right? It could be a reaccumulation, but we would need to see some strength to break that above. If that goes above it, then it's a reaccumulation and we'll go higher. But I'm pretty convinced this is going to go down. All right. Just by the price action I'm seeing. All right. Put a house on indices. Yeah. I'm long on NASDAQ still. I've been in it since Friday. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Do you execute manually? Because the spreads keep killing me with the limits and don't enter me by half a pip. No, I do limit orders. And just make sure that you're adding your spread to the right entry. On sells, you want to, you don't need to add it to the entry. On buys, you need to add it to the entry. All right. And if you're losing, I'll tell you right now, if you're missing it by half a pip, maybe just always add a half a pip to your entry, yeah, cool. Yeah, CAD was nice. The extreme low or high of a schematic, you normally just put a limit order. On the extreme of the schematic, no. On the extreme of the leg, the schematic's a different story. The schematic, I need to find the candle that is the last sell to buy or the last buy to sell that has the volume. So, all right. Yeah, you already said you get a better. If you keep missing your orders, get a better broker, man. And it's yeah, make sure you're on an ECN account too, right? Make sure you're on a pro account or like one that you pay commission on and not you paid in the spread, because the way I trade, you need to have an ECN account. You need the low spreads. Okay, cool. Add to entry as in your entry should include the spread on your buys. Yeah. So here, real quick little lesson. So on a buy, right? Let's just say here on a buy. So on a buy, we'll just say like this, right? And then we'll put a sell. So quick little lesson, because I know a lot of people don't talk about this, and a lot of supposed big traders don't know about it either, but whatever. So let's just say your entry is here on a buy, 89,268. Okay. And you have a 2 pip spread. All right. 2 pip spread. You need to add 2 pips to your entry. So when you put your MT4, MT5 or C trader, right? It's 89. Okay. 2 pips yet. So 288. That's your entry price. And then your stop loss would be what it is. All right. 89,045. Because price physically has to trade below the stop loss in order for it to trigger. All right. Now on a sell, if this is your entry price, 91,941, you don't need to do anything to the entry price, right? What you need to do is add the 2 pips to your stop loss. Okay. So just know that on sells, you're at the hands of your broker. Your broker can manipulate the price. All right. They can't on a buy. You're protected on a buy. So if you're going into the market on changeover where spreads are going to get ridiculous, if you're in a buy, you're protected. If you're in a sell, you're going to get jacked up. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right. Cool. All right. Yep. You got it, bro. Perfect. They don't talk. Yeah. Yeah. I know, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. You're using Awanda. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. Listen, Awanda and Forex.com, they have huge spreads, man. It sucks. So I trust me, I know, because I have them. Yeah. 5 limits in the last 2 weeks. I feel your pain because I missed 2 of them. All right. You should get Gold Cup because they talk about it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Hold on. Alrighty. Okay. So that in mind, dollar, I'm looking for bearishness. So I'd be looking on buys for the majors, right? I'm looking for buys on the majors. All right. You get Jay said, long money Luke, man. Dude, listen, hey, it is what it is, man. All right. It is what it is. Okay, so EU. Let's look at EU, man. All right. So what do we have on EU? Well, let's just go from the top down, right? We're bullish, right? No question about it. We're bullish. All right. We are bullish. You can already see what I'm looking at. All right. We had 3 drives, right? A potential distribution. Price did trade below. We did tap the daily candle, right? We did tap the daily candle. And this was a leg, right? Because it broke below here. This was the leg. And what did we do? We broke this leg. So for a reaccumulation, I just need a break of structure and a jump across the creek, right? That's what I need. right? Jump across the creek and a break of structure, which we got. And then notice that we traded right down into the 50% of the daily candle. Okay. So, all right, that lines up with some good bias, right? We're good with that. And then ultimately, I wanted to see price give us a schematic, right? I was looking for a schematic. It really didn't give anything. It was actually pretty ugly. I think GU is a better move. But you can see, what do we have down here? And I honestly, I don't know why I was looking at this. I think depending on how we trade. So I think if we break the leg, okay, yeah. So if we break, which I think we will, if we break above here, all right, I'd be looking at this 5-minute candle as an entry to take this higher. All right, because this would be the extreme of the leg. All right. Let's see. Picasso's next. Stop loss bigger than TPs. Yeah. No, I'll tell you right now, Zach McDonald is a beast, man. Most of what I've learned all started from him. Okay. So if you're an IM and you're not on his Go Live, I definitely suggest Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern, whatever the other times are, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'd be on his calls. All right. I give him mad props. He definitely got me started on this trip, and it's been nothing but, some huge reward for it. Okay. Yeah. 1-to-1s, bro. I know. Yeah. Do you have a limit on the H4 extreme of EU? You talking about EU H4 extreme? Which H4 extreme? Yeah, which H4 extreme? You talking about down here? Or which one are you talking about? Yeah, he is good, bro. Yeah, Yuri's right, man. That one down there. So here's why I don't have a limit order on that H4 extreme, right? Because that would be like a 14.5 pip stop loss. Let me just see some. I'll be honest, I don't. If I did anything, it'd be off of this 80%, but I don't know if that stop loss is going to be worth it. Yeah, man, that's not worth it. That's 20 pips. Yeah. I like just going off of like what I'm looking at. If price comes lower, if price comes deeper into this area here, I would just wait for a schematic to print so I can get a tighter entry, Yeah, I'm not having no 14 pip stop loss, man. At that point, it ain't even worth it. Yeah, it ain't gonna be worth it. Hold on, let's see. Changeover mic. I don't know what that means. The changeover. You're talking about like on the spreads. So as long as you're in the buy, you're good. Yeah. 30-minute entry is visible. Let's see. 30-minute. I don't know what you're talking about on the 30-minute. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I got nothing on the 30-minute. What you got, Joe? Let's see. Yeah, GA. Yeah, we'll take a look at GA too, bro. We got it. I was going to ask Mike. I downloaded MT5 my PC recently. Any useful plugins or scripts? Yeah. Here, go to. This is the one I use for the position size calculator and stuff. Here, I'll throw it in the. This one's pretty good, and you can do multiple TPs and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Here you go. It's got 2 YouTube videos in there that you can just watch, and it walks you. It's a guide, walks you through it. So this is the one I use for MT5. Pretty good. I like it. All right. The schematic you would look in is no. I mean, it could be any time frame. It could be a 15. It could be a 1. It could be a 4. It could be any time frame. All right. So, all right, bro. I'll see. Yeah. 8 a.m. We'll be there. We'll be on. All right. So, and if you guys are up earlier, Zach McDonald is going live at 6 a.m. Eastern. on Go Live if you guys are in IM. So the difference between MT4 and MT5, it's like being in the 1950s and being in the 2000s. That's the difference. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. But, you know, in case the rest of us who live in a normal part of the country. All right, maybe the 1980s and 1930s, bro. So New York to Asian session, Mike. 30-minute EU, New York to Asian session. Give me the what about the changeover though? I'm not understanding what you mean by the changeover. Yeah. There you go. All right, bro. Jay, have a good one, man. Peace out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people don't like MT. I like MT5, man. I like it. So yeah. So on EU, like I said, for me, if anything, if we break that high, I'll be looking into this 10-minute candle, but it's just going to be an extreme, you know. On EU, even though it broke the previous 1 hour low, that isn't the leg. It broke the previous 1 hour low. 1 hour low. This one here? Yeah. This means nothing. Yeah. Right? So this was the okay, yeah. Look at it like this. And this is I'm glad you brought it up, bro. So from a structure perspective, right? This was the low that was maintaining structure, right? We made a new high and we did this, right? We did that. So when price came down and made this leg and broke structure, this was the pullback, right? This is the next leg. So when we broke this is that leg. This, for all I care, this could be nothing. We could fill it in. It never happened. It means nothing, right? Means absolutely nothing. This is what's maintaining bullishness. Okay. Yep. Internal liquidity means absolutely nothing. It's for me, it's, you know what this is? This is the trap for everybody that learned structure wrong. This is the trap that says, guess what? You know, just like NU, what was it? NU last week that everyone was like, oh, look, sell from this institutional candle that took liquidity, right? Just put a limit order right here. Stop. Yeah. Do that. I'm telling you right now, if you do that, you might as well send me, I'll send you my PayPal link. You could send me whatever you're going to risk on this trade. Just send it to me because that's not going to happen. You know, this thing is just going to, it's going to take out this high, right? This to me is a trap of all traps because it truly did nothing. It didn't break structure. It didn't do anything. All right. So at what it was the slingshot that made this high, that if price accumulated and we were going to take it higher, but because it didn't, we knew it was going to come into the extreme. Okay. Yeah. So how do you identify valid legs? Yeah, I mean, man, that's, yeah. You want to look at the move, right? Don't look at highs and lows. Like I tell people all the time, don't look at highs and lows, right? Highs and lows mean nothing. Look at the leg structure. Okay. 45-minute on EU. Let's see the 45-minute on EU. What do you got, bro? The 45-minute on EU 121,420. 121,420. 121,420. You talking about this right here? Why on earth do you want to sell that? Yeah. Why do you want to sell it from here? Is that what you're looking for? Is a sell? When is changeover? Yes. Changeover is when New York session ends and Sydney starts. So 5 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. to like 5:05 Eastern. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of it, Yuri. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. No. This for me is I'm not planning on selling this at all from there. Nope. So yeah, trade at your own risk. But to me, Yeah, no, we're bullish. We're bullish. Okay, so that's EU. Let's go to GA because I know Joe had something on GA. So we were looking. You still like the 25-minute on EU from the H4 Extreme? Let me see. Talking about down here, right? I'll tell you, I'm not putting a limit on anything down here. Yeah, I need a schematic down here, just because the way we did stuff in here, like I can't see orders being filled. I can see slop. I could see, maybe an ugly small little reaccumulation, but like when we look at the volume of money that came into here, not a lot of money got taken in here. There's not a lot of volume, order volume. So I need a schematic. If I'm going to take a trade from down here, I need a schematic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Yeah. Yep. So if you guys know what I say, listen, if I have to spend a lot of time on a chart and if it doesn't look clean, I just come over here. You see how I put an X? There's an X that shows up. You hit the X and it takes it right off your watch list. So if I got to spend that much time on a chart trying to look at it, nah, I move on. So we're going to move on. GA, I wanted to see an accumulation in this area right here. This is the slingshot area, right? That broke the high. So this was the high. This caused that break. So I said I wanted to see an accumulation. All right. And Joe actually had a really good chart, or I think it was the last chart you said. Yeah. So he's got a 5-minute schematic over here. You're looking like you got a spring too. Let's take a look. The only thing that sucks, man, is it's going to be in yellow. It's going to be in yellow, man. Yeah, I like it. I like the schematic, bro. The good thing is this is a 5-minute schematic. So maybe, just maybe, we get into London with it. So we do have a trading range. We do have a trading range. Let me go to the 15 for a second, though. Yeah, all right. I like the 15 better. So we do have a trading range. This is our first change of character right here. All right, this is where kind of momentum starts to shift. What's that 30-minute look like? That's the same. I like the 15. All right, 25, 20. Yeah, 15. I like the 15. All right, so we got ourselves. Bear with me here. All right, so we got ourselves, I guess I should make it an SC. Got ourselves a selling climax to a secondary test. Come on. I know you can do it. There we go. We got ourselves a secondary test. We got ourselves a secondary test in phase B because now we got ourselves a spring. We got ourselves a spring. Okay, so if we got that, and here I'll throw this up here. So we have an AR. Defines our trading range. We have a UA. Okay, so where is our previous low? Man, that sucks. All right, well, I mean, we're splitting hairs here. I mean, we're talking 1 pipette. So if price breaks above here, this is what I'm looking at as my break of structure for now. All right, that's my break of structure. So we set an alert up here. All right. So that's the break of structure. That's all I care about. Life inside of this box. That is all I care about. All right. I do like this 15-minute. This to me is the candle with the volume. I think also the 25, but let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Let's just see if it lines up with that 15. I hope it does. Actually, the 15 is a little smaller, so it'll make it a little tighter entry. All right, let's see. Let's see. Not the cleanest accumulation. What on GA? On GA? It's actually pretty clean. Yeah, need the breaker. Yep, need the BOS. Have the same exact thing. Alert. Yep, cool. Very good. Very good. How could you not look at the lower time frame to be broken? How come you're not looking at a lower time frame high to be broken? You mean a higher time frame high? Yeah, this is the break of structure I need right here. Yeah, this is because we got a potential. So like, why not the 3? Because the schematic is off the 15-minute. The schematic's not off the 1 minute or the 3-minute. It's off the 15. So we got to go up to here. You know? Yeah. Like if we had a 1 minute schematic, then I'd play it off the 1 minute schematic. But this is not a 1 minute schematic. This is, well, this is the Asian sensation right here. That's what that is. So yeah. You play with the schematic is. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if you're planning on taking a 3-minute entry off of a 15-minute schematic, then what validation do you have if price does that, right? Then you just got stuffed out for no reason. If this is truly, and I'll tell you right now, like I would backtest. If one of the things I would definitely suggest you do is backtest all this stuff, because if you have put in the time to backtest this, you'll understand why this needs to break before we take an entry off of this. All right. And I'll tell you right now, this is going to suck on GA because I already know this stop loss is going to be massive. This thing is going to be ginormous. 13 pips, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you right now though, like, man, this thing's evenly trading. Look at that. We're getting some really nice even trading. I mean, there is a little of imbalance down in here. That 4 minutes been mitigated. I'll be honest. Yeah, whoever asked, like London, yeah, this has to happen in London. I'm not taking. I don't take entries during Asian, so I do not take entries during Asian. So, but we do have a schematic, and at the end of the day, if I miss it, right? If I miss it and it comes here and we get something like this, right? With a reaccumulation, then on the break of the reaccumulation, I'll just take it off of this candle here to go higher, because the anticipation would be we get a reaccumulation. Isn't that a fractal accumulation near the spring? No, negative. No. But if you want to take it, go ahead. Be my guest, man. I'm not taking any of this. This to me is not. This to me is an algorithm, literally just walking itself up. And what time did this come in at? 7:30. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the spring candle, but nope, I'm not taking it. Yeah. I don't even look at it during Asian sessions. So yeah. Patience brings clarity. You got it, bro. When in doubt, ask your journal. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, it's definitely bullish order flow. I will tell you that. But for a schematic, no. Like, and here's one thing that just ask yourself: are they filling buy orders? Have they filled buy orders? Right? They're not filling buy orders. This is order flow coming up, right? But if let's just say you're a business person, right? You sell stuff. Would you sell would you, or would you offer, you know, if you wanted to get into these buys, would you buy here and then would you buy here and then would you buy here, then would you buy here, or would you buy here, here, here? So for me, I don't trade that. That's order flow. And I'll tell you right now, if I was a betting man, I would say that this is going to continue up. And right about 2:59 a.m. Eastern time, a minute before London opens, you're going to see that. So just pay attention to that. Am I playing off the 25-minute candle? No, I'm not playing off of anything yet. But if I was going to play off of anything after confirmations, it would maybe this 15. This 15 is where, sadly, hold on. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly, I'd have to wait until we get up here because I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure out what we're going to play off of while price is still down here. I would need a break of structure. So yeah. Let's see. Spring could be an STB. It could. Yeah, it could. Absolutely. If price doesn't break this high and comes here and then makes another low, absolutely. Then you got a spring, and then this would be the break of structure that we need to go higher. So absolutely. Yep. Just go with the flow of it, yeah. And no worries, man. No worries. Good input though. Good input. Yeah, and like I said, I could see us coming lower, I could see us coming down into here. All right. So just be patient with it. Just be patient. Would you call that a PS to the left of the schematic? Where? Over here? This? Yeah, I mean, this whole area is a preliminary support. Yeah. This was a failed accumulation, right? So, I mean, this is a valid preliminary support area over here. So I just, I've been lazy lately. I'm not marking up everything. So, where do you see this going? I just look at the daily, man. Look at the daily. 1.8200. No. I want to at least come up to like 185. Yeah, we're in a daily schematic. So yeah, daily schematic, we got bullish order flow. All right. Did you take the buy? Did you take the buy limit off GA? No, I didn't. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I got NU too, man. We'll go into NU. We're almost there, and then we'll go through it. GN. I'll be honest, man. GN. I like GA better than GN right now, because we haven't broken anything. We haven't broken this high. So like this to me is not, we haven't broken any structure. This schematic didn't cause a break of structure. So I'm really not looking at much on GN. Yeah. When looking at redistro, do we need to see price give just a jack, or does price have to go above the U? So you mean on a reaccumulation? It needs two things: break of structure and a jump across the creek. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Scott's got it, bro. GN had me questioning GA. Yep. Trade what you see. Yeah. No. Listen, GA's bullish. It's just a matter of how. Yeah. This is bullish. It's just a matter of how far down we're going to come. Right. We're only in the slingshot area. All right. At the end of the day, we're only in the slingshot area. We have an accumulation which holds demand, which holds buyers down in the extreme. So, we can definitely come lower. All right. We can definitely come lower. All right. Let's get into NZD CAD. So NZD CAD, bullish as can be on this as well. We did tap into the 1 hour. All right. And of course, we had this shenanigans happen during New York session. But if you look at the volume profile on it, right, there's no orders in it. There was no orders. Yeah. There's no orders. There's absolutely no orders. So this was a broker manipulation or liquidity provider manipulation. Like on the actual institutional orders, there was nothing. So for me, this is non-existent. So in light of that, what I'm doing is if price comes into this accumulation again, and we see a schematic, I will buy it from here. Okay. I will buy it from there. Yeah. And of course I'd be targeting highs. Okay. I'd be targeting highs. Later, man. Have a good one. Thank you. I can only imagine if it missed your limit. This here, let me tell you, it did. It missed. Actually, I know there's a couple guys in our group that caught it, man. How did you open up that order function? Come to indicators, volume profile, fixed range. It's a fixed range. Okay. Yeah. You need some? What's up? Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah. So NZD CAD, if we come back into this area here, it's the only logical area that I'd be looking. Then I would take I'd take a limit from, or not a limit, but I would take a schematic from there. The only reason I'm not going to take a limit off that 4 minute that I was looking at originally is because of this stupid wick. And I just, I'm going to play it safe. So, if we do come back down into it, great. If not, it is what it is. Gold, go to the beginning of the stream. It was the first thing we did on gold. Which volume indicator are you using? Fixed range. Yeah, it's just the fixed range. Yep. Fixed range right here. All right. Cool. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Yuri's got it. It's only available for the pro and above, not the basic. So you had the limit because you had the schematic and the S. Yeah. Originally we were looking at this limit, Scott, bro. Yeah. Off of here. We had a type 2. So I had it off the 4 minute. I know some guys, the stop losses got hit. Some other guys like David was up here in profits, and never clapped him out. So he was living large off of, I don't know what it was, like a 7-8 pip stop loss. And he was up 40 pips on it in like 30 seconds. So yeah, no, forex.com doesn't offer any of the volume on it. So yeah, got to go to sleep. All right. Sounds good, man. Have a good one. I was just making sure I didn't miss the limit on it. Yeah. No, you're good, man. You're good. All right. So NJ, let's look at NJ. So NJ, was it the 1 hour? Yeah. All right. So you could see the reaccumulation to the left. All right. And of course we are in a schematic. All right. So we are in a type 2. All right. I guess maybe I didn't label it all the way. Hold on. Did I label it on the 30? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay. So we are in a schematic. There you go. That's my level of marking it up today. So we have an SC to an AR. This was a preliminary support. So we walked it down nicely. Secondary test. And this right here is what's maintaining bullish or bearishness. So we break structure, and we are exiting the trading range, showing a sign of strength. Makes this the STB. All right. So I would be looking, and what I'm personally waiting for is this alert to go off. I want price to trade up above here. If price trades up above there before I go to bed, I'm going to set a limit off this 10 minute. So that's what I'm looking at. Let price come back into the 10 minute, and then we go up with it. We are higher time frame. We are bullish on it. So what are my targets? I'll be looking to target new high, right? New high with it at first, and I want to get into the weekly. All right. So you can see we've taken this high right here. All right. We've taken this high. So where I'm going to be looking to go is into this distribution right here. Supply is sitting here. So I'll be targeting in here. So, you know, anywhere between that nice round number of 80, which is about 200 pip move. Okay. That's where I'm going to be targeting. All right. I will, bro. Later, Yuri. Have a good one, man. Why do you need to take the alert to put a limit? Why do you need to? Because I want the confirmation. I want the confirmation that we broke above. So once we break above, then I'm good. Yeah, then I'm good. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, gold was at the beginning of the stream, so just go through gold. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. We're not anywhere close. So, cool. All right. Can you show the accumulation again? Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Yep, right here. So these are your preliminary supports, preliminary support. This is your selling climax to your automatic rally. That's your change of character. Secondary test, right? Another secondary test. This is what's maintaining bearishness. This is the structure point, right? Because this is your previous low. And this was the previous low to that. We never made a new low. So this is what's maintaining structure. So right here is where we broke structure. And now I want us to trade above here, give us a sign of strength. We get a sign of strength, I'll be looking a limit here. All right. Keep in mind that we do have a potential reaccumulation here. We also had a reaccumulation here. All right. So if price does give a nice expansionary move, this area here is our slingshot. So if price comes back in here and gives us a schematic here, I'll be taking it as well from here. Okay. Did you get it? Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to trade above here. Okay. Yeah, that's all. I just, yeah, for me, this is, I just want us to trade above there. That's what I wanted to see us do. And actually I guess I moved it down. That's what I want us to trade above there. Okay, cool. When you identify bullish or bearish structure from a weekly to a 1 hour, if 4 hours bearish, 1 hour is bullish, what do you look for sells on the 4 hour and buy on the 1 hour? No. Nope. No. Yeah. If the 4 hours is bearish and 1 hour is bullish, we're in a pullback. Exactly. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Higher time frame always trumps it. So, and I don't counter trend trade anymore. So, and because I don't, my P&L has been skyrocketing. So yeah. Cool. All right. So that's NJ. Just keep in mind the reaccumulations. All right. So depending on how we trade, obviously if we trade higher, right, let's just say hypothetically we do this, say this trades up to here. All right. Then I'll be looking at this area here as my slingshot, depending on how we get up there. So schematic in here, we go up, or a limit order here from the extreme. All right. I'm okay if this thing takes off. This is a type 2. Yes. This is a type 2. Yep, absolutely. So just remember type 2, I need the break of structure and the exit of the trading range. So how do you differentiate what a reaccumulation or LPS? It's both. So the LPS of the schematic here is the reaccumulation here. And then this is your other LPS with this reaccumulation here. So this is the very nature of fractal accumulations, right? Multiple accumulations within multiple time frames. All right. Reaccumulation starts with the distro, ends with an accumulation. Yep. Yeah. You got it, bro. All right. So that's NJ. We're almost done, man. Look at that. I'm happy. NU. So NU is pretty clean for me. Just looking at we have a 45-minute, and this one I actually marked up. So we have a 45-minute candle, our slingshot candle. So if price trades into this schematic, if not, I've got a 10-minute down here that I'm looking at. So what do we have? We have a type 2, right? We have a type 2. And if we come down in here, look at the 10-minute, we can see that we also had a schematic inside of here, right? We had a 3 drives, price left. So this 10-minute candle is what I'm looking at. If you look at, I think it was the 1 minute, hold on. Yeah. So if you look at the 1 minute in there, there is a small little bit of imbalance in here. Okay. Price did come and mitigate the 2 minute, but yeah. Because no spring. Yeah. It's a type 2 because there's no spring. Exactly. Yeah. So because of this imbalance, I would need to risk all the way to the bottom of that candle. All right. So I like the 10 minute. 10 minute is definitely that last down move, the last sell before the buy. So I'm potentially going to set a limit off of that as soon as I get the confirmation. Right now, this is not a valid sign of strength for me. Okay. Not a valid sign of strength. So NJ's a little further ahead. So I'm just going to wait patiently. I'll check this before I go to bed and then go from there. Okay. 10-minute open is the 20-minute open. Yep, it is. Yep. Yeah, actually, yep. So confluence, man. It's those multiple time frames that line up. That's what you want to see. All right. And then UCAD, right? So UCAD, we were looking for an accumulation in here. I still have the box in here. I was looking for accumulation in here, and it gave just an ugly accumulation. I mean, this is a type 5, which I don't like trading. It's an inverse head and shoulders. It did give a type 1 in here, but man, this is just so sloppy. Like there's just no volume in here. Not a lot of orders. So you can see the schematic here, it breaks up, then we get this schematic here. So for me, like I told some of the guys in my group, I was like, I would rather trade everything above UCAD here than UCAD right now. So, this is one of those things. I'm just going to wait to see what New York brings, and then we'll go from there. All of these accumulations in here, like I was trying to follow it. And at the end of the day, it just made no sense for where we were accumulating, and then just the price action never gave the confirmations, so nothing was taken. All right. UCAD pissed you off today? Yeah. I mean, like I said, when in doubt, like if it doesn't look clean, I move on. I move on with it. All right. Indices. So I was looking at indices. What was it, like the 15 maybe? Yeah, I was looking at the 15. So I wanted us to trade down into this candle. All right. We did have a schematic. It's just, man, this is just not trading very nicely right now. So, I mean, I'm still bullish on it. Like nothing about this is telling me to sell it. Truly until we break below here, I'm going to maintain bullishness on it. So, yeah. A NASDAQ, I'm in NASDAQ. And so okay. Yeah. So I want to trade into here. This is a gap, a market gap. So if you go here, you can see on the futures, there's a gap. So this was a changeover. That's 6 p.m. to 5 to 6 p.m. Yeah. So yeah. This is where I'm looking. I'm not setting a limit on it. I want to see us take out these equal lows and trade into this for NASDAQ and then go higher, so, and of course my target is 14,000. I want to make a new high with it, especially with the indices or with the stimulus, it's there. I'm still holding from down here, and we'll let it ride. All right. Boot camp day 7. All right, there you go, man. Sounds good. What does the future show? It's just the gap, the market gap. So if you trade the future side, that's what you're trading, is those contracts. So yeah. All right. Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm looking at. I'll take a look at your guys's. No one knows the future. Yeah. No, if you trade futures, so like I trade futures, so it's like if you trade the Dow, you know, it is where is it? It's the YM1, right? This is the futures contract that it's pretty much just trading US 30, but you're trading it on a futures contract. Same thing if you're trading like NASDAQ, it's NQ1. And it's just good to know where everything's at, but you could see the gap. There's a market gap right here. So this gap's got to get closed eventually. So that's where I'm kind of hoping price does. So yeah. All right. Here, I'll tell you what, let me just walk down the list here. Let's go through what you guys have. So NU, yeah. The only thing, like I said, this isn't a sign of strength, right? We don't have a sign of strength yet. Yes, we've broken structure, but for me, I need a BOS and an SOS. And this is not a sign of strength yet, you know? So, and of course, because this is Asian session. So I'd be happy if we trade up and then London, New York, we come down and pop into here. So yeah. I'm bullish on it. So absolutely. Yeah, Joe, I'm with you on this. We need to break that first. So, and I agree. I hope that this takes us into London, man. Can I look at, let's see. Yeah, thanks, bro. I'll look at BTC too, bro. Hold on. Thoughts on EG? Want to confirm that there's actually a shift to bullish order flow. What's the upside of trading futures? I mean, it depends. So I trade futures with a US broker. So I guess like the upside is there's no spread on the future side. You know, you're buying at market price, but the leverage is 1-50, you know? So I have a futures account that I only trade futures on: gold, oil, US 30, S&P, and NASDAQ. That's it. So, all right. So Maninder, yeah, real quick, like is this Asian session? Yeah. I'll look at it, bro. Is that Asian session? Awesome, bro. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, if this is Asian session, I wouldn't have taken it. And I'll tell you right now, so this to here isn't structure. Yes, this is the low. But if I remember correctly off EJ, what was this? This was 128.29. 128.29. Oh, did I put it on a limit? Yeah, EJ 128.29. Yeah, so real quick, so like I'm trying to think what your, let's see. So you took it off the 5-minute here because you just took it off a break of structure. Yeah. So for me, I'm not doing it off a break of structure. I need to see, if this was, I would have needed this to get broken up here. Yeah, I would have needed this. And realistically, yeah, because this is the leg. This is the leg. So I would have needed this to get broken. Same thing like here, I'm not taking this entry just because of this break of structure. I'm taking it because we've exited the trading range, right? 1, 2, 3 drives. This is a type 2 for me, and we've exited the trading range. All right. So yeah, and there you go. Asian session, backtest Asian session. I'm telling you, it's to me, I don't even pay attention. I don't care what happened during Asian because just for me, my journal told me that I don't need to worry about it. All right. That's EJ. Let's see. All right, we covered EJ. Yeah. You got it, bro. Yeah, same thing on EJ. Odd CAD. Yep. Yeah, we're looking at okay. Now yeah. Your journal says the same. Do you need an SOS on NU because of where it is on the higher time frame? Yeah, I needed to trade above that price action where I got my alert. So yeah. How much farther up do you want NU to go before you consider it a valid SOS? It's not how much farther, it's I need a sign of strength, right? Does this price action right here, does it tell you that the market is buying, right? Does it tell you that there is strength in the market right here? And for me, no, right? No. So it's not how much higher it needs to go. What I want to see is I want to see something like this, right? I'd like to see something like this price action. I want to see this, right? That tells me buys. And then we can come back to mitigate, but where we're sitting right now, no, not so much. This isn't telling me much of anything. So you just got to be cautious with it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. You want to see the orders, right? You want to see that institutional buyers got in. So, yeah. Yeah, NU is not a possible. Yeah, NU will be if we get that sign of strength, but not yet. What broker do I use? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have KOT for my crypto, FX Choice for indices, commodities, and metals, and then I use Owanda and Forex.com for my currencies, just because it's a U.S. broker. Yeah, we'll get to it, bro. We'll get to it. All right. USD CAD. So you're looking for the redistro off the 5-minute. All right, hold on. Off the 5. Yeah, you're looking up here, this redistro right here. You're looking at that one, and then you're looking at the one below it. So, and yeah, hold on. Bear with me here. I guess I can delete these crappy ones because. So the only thing about UCAD is this, right? So from a daily perspective, we are in some kind of accumulation, right? We did tap the 30-minute demand zone from way like 3 years ago that I was looking at. But more importantly, we did this, right? So this is and was an area of distribution that created this leg, right? Price came here, made this, and then made this leg. All right. This is supply, right? This is where sellers were sitting. We traded above it. Even if it was 1 pip, we took out all the institutional sellers that were here. So why would we do that and then sell off, right? Especially after this accumulation. So could we come down into this? Yes, but at this point, supply has now turned to demand. I would be looking, and as much as I hate this, I would be looking for UCAD to slightly go up. But like, I don't have any confirmations of it yet, so because we broke this distribution here, it's just one of those that it's just not clean. Aren't these legs? Let's see. I think so. Yeah. I think on the daily, that's what I got it marked off as. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So we have, yeah. This is the leg. I guess I deleted it off of it, but yeah, this is so I have from here to here, here to here, here to here is the leg. Yep. Yeah. Yep. But what I'm saying is we broke supply. So this is the last point that the market sold off from. This is it's a distribution all day long. It's a distro. So, and we took it out. So that's why I am not I'm not saying don't sell it. And that's why I said I would rather trade all of these before I trade this. Okay. Just because for me, this isn't a clean setup. You know, like if we get a schematic in here or in here, I would look at buying, but I need schematics. So yeah. Yeah. From the daily, let me see. Yeah. So this one here, right? Is this where you're talking? Because this is a good area. It's a distribution. Supply is sitting here. So this is a distribution, you know, and that's kind of my goal. So I want to take it up into there. So, let's see. Do you ever trail your stop loss? No, I don't. Nope. My stop loss is at break even. You either trail your stop loss or you take partials. You don't want to do both. All right. Because then you're gonna cut your R to R. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with looking for the sell. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the sell, but where are you selling from? You know, at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, if you're going to sell, let's just look at it, right? If you're going to sell from this redistro or this redistro, right? Did this cause a new leg, right? Did this cause a new leg? And you haven't yet, because this is your leg, right? From this reaccumulation up. So you haven't broken that yet. So like for me, I can't sell it from there yet, because on the intraday, we're bullish. You know, on the intraday side, we are bullish because we broke this supply point. All right. If that makes sense, you know, so on the higher time frame, absolutely, we're bearish, you know, but these redistributions didn't cause anything. They didn't cause a new low. You know, it's one thing if we get that move down, then this would be the area I'd look to sell from. But right now, no. Yeah, not until we take out this area here. Yeah. Thoughts on EG? I looked at it earlier, and if you notice, EG is not on my primary watch list, man. It's ugly. Do you see the redistro on the daily? Let's see. Redistro on the daily. Time it up here, right in here. I mean, it was an attempted off the 4 hour. That's what the 4 hours cleaner, I think. I used to have it marked up. Yeah, right here. This failed accumulation. Yep, right here. This failed accumulation. Yeah. So we had a ICE that had a distro, and then we sold off. So we need to come back into here. This is where we need to come back into to sell off some more. So yeah, I'll wait for it. Waiting for the weekly point of interest on EG. What's your weekly point of interest on EG? All right, let me get through some of these real quick. Hold on. Let's see. All right, so we did UCAD. GU. No, not a spring, man. Yeah, not a spring. I mean, so could this be labeled as the spring within the schematic? Yeah, but we need, why does it look so weird? I guess maybe, did you do this like on your tablet? Yeah, I mean, it looks like, hold on the 1 hour. Yeah, man, I don't know about it on the 1 hour. This is not organized. On the 1 hour, this isn't clean. This isn't organized. So yeah, I would focus it on the schematic that's lower in here. That's a little cleaner. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, focus on that smaller one. This, remember, not every move in the market's a schematic. All right. So like, ask yourself, did this ST, did that test demand? Did that test to see if there's enough buyers. I mean, just look at the price action here. Pay attention to what's going on in here. Like all this really doesn't give me a lot of warm, fuzzy feelings about GU. Dude, I'll be honest, man. I haven't traded BTC in a while, man. What's the higher time frame doing on BTC? Let me just see. So I gave it a shot to the buy. I broke even on it here. That was the last attempt I took. Have we broken? I know Gulam was looking off the 4. Yeah, no. This is where we need to come to. Hold on. This is where we need to come to right here. This area. Right in here. We got to come into that area. That's your slingshot. This is your slingshot. So, and it looks like it's walking itself down pretty nice, right? Right here, right here, right here. Maybe one more pass down, another pass down, a break of structure. Off we go. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played in crypto in probably like a month and a half, just because everything else has been pretty good. So, do I use volume? No, I don't. EG. So EG, you are looking, like, where are you looking though? You're looking to buy or sell on EG. Wait, you're looking as a reaccumulation? You're looking for the buy. Where are you looking for the buy from? From down here? See, I've got mine a little marked up. For me, this is the ST, because this doesn't test supply. So this is the ST. This is the UT. This is the UTAD for me. This is the test. This is the LPSY. You know, I agree. It could be a reaccumulation. It could, but for me, we didn't get that yet. Yeah, for me, we didn't get that yet. Yeah. I mean, it could be, but yeah, I need, like, I'm not buying off of this. Yeah, I'm not going to buy off this. I actually, like, this is one of those where I think this is going to trade down. I think we're going to come into this reaccumulation here. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's just because this doesn't test any supply. You know, this didn't test supply. So cool. It was a good look though. I mean, listen, you could be right. I could be wrong. Just the way the price action showed it. Like for me, this is the upthrust, you know. What's the most important thing? Skill to be a successful trader, risk management. Yeah. Trade the same risk every trade. Yep. Trading in the zone. Absolutely. Mark Douglas, man. Mark Douglas. All right. Sounds good, man. Have a good one. Yeah. Journaling, bro. Journaling for real, man. Yeah. Journaling for sure. Risk management and journaling. Learn from your mistakes, learn from your wins, learn from the ones you didn't take and why. You know, how come I don't use volume? Because I don't have access to true volume. Yeah. Like nobody on this call, unless maybe you're dropping some serious lots. Nobody here can actually see the true institutional volume, because I don't care about retail volume. That's what you're getting. Like when you come here to Awanda and you put volume on, this volume is from Awanda. So these are all the orders in Awanda's order book. I don't care what Awanda is doing. I care about what the institutions are doing. So yeah, I don't use volume. You know, you can use volume. I use volume on stocks. So, you know, like if you trade stocks with this, yeah, absolutely. I use volume, but not on Forex, because we don't have access to the volume. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's ultimately why. I All right, hold on. What's the other one? Yeah, dude, I'll be honest, like BTC, if it's distributing out of a wait, redistro. Why is this a redistro? You mean a distribution, right? Dude, I'll be honest. I think this is going to be a reaccumulation. I think that's going to be a reaccumulation. If you kind of pay attention to how this is, so leg, right? We didn't make a new high, right? But this is just the schematic portion of it. Like if you're really paid, if you're looking at it from this perspective, this is all one leg. And we really don't have a sign of weakness. And then when we do this, look what we do. We accumulate, right? This is a 1, 2, 3 drives. This was an accumulation here. Why would they accumulate orders to just come out and mitigate out of the, is this the LPSY that you got here? LPSY? You know, come out and mitigate out of the LPSY. It makes no sense to accumulate orders here. So like if I had to guess, I would think that if this breaks above here, this is your demand. Look for something in here to go higher. You know, it could fail though, because I think there's a 4-hour reaccumulation down in here that this may walk itself down into and then start over on a schematic to go higher. Okay. Odd CAD. Yeah. So these aren't reaccumulations though. Okay. These are just accumulations. All right. So you have this schematic here. You have that schematic here, and then you have these right here. So, and then you have that reaccumulation. So a lot of orders, right? Lots of orders, a lot of energy going into this. So this is going up. I have pretty good confidence this is going up. Why is volume indicator correct on stocks? Because the brokers that you're using for your stock trading has that's the actual order book. Like you can actually look at the volume for every order being put into the stock market. You can on Forex. So, like the last 4 or 5 tentatives to distribute. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Just look at all the distributions that turned into reaccumulations. These Tuesday calls are a mental exercise for next level of knowledge. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. What are the questions to be on the composite demand perspective when looking at them? What are questions to ask to be on the composite demand perspective when looking at the market? I'll tell you like a couple of things that I always ask, like when I'm looking at a trade is, I'm looking at the same thing on NU. So we just need that sign of strength. Always ask like, why is the market doing what it's doing from there? You know, a couple of things I always ask myself, what's the point of interest that we're building a schematic in, right? I always ask myself, why would the market need to come back here? So like if price pulls away, why does the market need a return? Like what is in here that needs to come back? You know, always ask who's in control. You know, like right now, if you look at this schematic, who's in control, buyers or sellers? Buyers. Every time we touch demand, look what happens. We get a nice reaction. You know, I always ask myself, I always talk in my head and talk out loud sometimes, especially when I'm marking up charts, you know, what I want to ask, you know, what I want to see, you know, and then I'll tell you right now, one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself is have a game plan. So right here on this NU, there's only 3 ways, right? 3 ways for us to get into a trade on NU. Option A, we get a spring, break of structure. Our test entry, we go higher. That's option A. Option B, sign of strength, mitigation, we go higher. Option C, create ice, break through the ice, break a structure, we sell it. Those are the only 3 ways I'm getting into this trade. You know, have a game plan. Break below, we get a redistro. Yep, absolutely. Awesome, man. Have a good one. Do you trade stocks with smart money concept? I traded with Wyckoff. Yeah, I traded with Wyckoff. So yeah. Yep. I mean, you can do smart money. Absolutely. You know, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Okay. What do we got on GU? Yeah, same thing. GU is a good buy. I like GU. UCAD. Yeah, we looked at this. Yeah. I mean, like I need us to make that new low before I look for here. Yeah, cool. On NCAD, can you show how you see the legs on NCAD? Yeah. So like how far back do you want to go? So like if you go off the daily, I mean the daily legs, daily legs are pretty clean. Right? I mean that's your daily legs. That's your daily leg. So later, bro. I'll see you, man. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, the daily's clean. Here's a bit of just a little pointer. Like if you're on a time frame and you're having difficulty seeing the legs, just pop up one time frame, pop up two time frames. It'll definitely help you out. Okay, it'll definitely help you out. Here for your alert to go off on NCAD. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's all I got. Yeah. I mean you can use it for stocks. Trust me. Here, I mean probably one of the best stocks I caught this year was right here. Here, you can see the schematic. So I got in at 211. And I took it to the top of the trading range up here. So you can see the drives. I mean, I don't mark because I don't share this a lot. So I didn't mark it up, but you could see the accumulation. And then what do we have? We have a smaller time frame accumulation, right? We had 1, 2, 3, 4 drives. There's your spring. Price breaks above. I was looking for an entry in this gap. I got filled here and off we went. Break of structure right here. That's what I wanted to see for me to go to break even. And yeah, I mean, I got out at like $3 is where I got out. So I got out around here. I'll intraday trade them, like I just do the big stuff, like here, this was one not too long ago. What was it, like the 1 hour time frame? Yeah. 1 hour time frame. I mean, what do we have? We're in a reaccumulation. Price breaks above. We got some liquidity sitting up here. We come in, give a schematic in here. I took an entry off the break, right? Off the break of this high. I took an entry in here. Stop loss just below this body here. And my take profit was right here. So I got out right here. That's kind of how I traded it. So yeah, the shakeout is your H4 extreme on NCAD. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. And there's a 30-minute in there is what I'm looking at. Yeah, right in here. There's a 30-minute. So if you go to yep, this is the shakeout. So there's a 30-minute candle in here. That's my extreme. So if we get down in there, for you, does an accumulation distro have to have 4 drives? So for a type 1 needs 4 drives. Yes. Minimum of 4 drives. They can have 100 drives for all I care, but it needs a minimum of 4 and 3 drives for a type 2 or other. Yep. Can we know how long Wyckoff schematics take to form? They could take an hour. They can take 17 days. It all depends. So yeah. I'll tell you this, if you guys are interested in, I know Yuri from Furious Snipers, I know he wanted to put together a boot camp because a lot of people were asking about it. If you guys are interested in it, I'll drop the link for the boot camp. It's going to be the following Saturday. We're going to do an all-day boot camp. And give me a sec. I'm just trying to find the info on it. We're going to do an all-day boot camp. You guys can register for it. It is all the info is here. We're splitting it up. So I'm going to be doing, this is the info right here. The boot camp is going to be recorded and we're going to provide the recording to everybody that signs up for it. Okay. That's the link for the boot camp. You can, It's directly through PayPal, so you can use PayPal to pay for it. But we're going to do an all day thing. I'm doing 2 parts of it. Yuri's going to do 2 parts of it. So I'm going to be doing market structure, identifying legs and points of interest, why and how the leg is formed and how we validate the legs. And then I'm going to, obviously the biggest portion is going to be the schematic part. I'm going to be going over the main schematics, the labeling and nomenclature and what each part of that schematic represents, and then confirmations for entry. Like what I personally need to get into a trade off of a type 1, where I look for, how I look for the entry, how do I identify the candle that I'm looking at, and then obviously for like a type 2 and above, what I need, and then how to manage the trade. All right. So the capacity for it is we're doing, I want to say it is, man, I know it's not maxed out yet, because I think what we did was it got maxed out, and I think we ended up just upgrading the Zoom package. So I think we're fine on the capacity. But I'd have to check with Yuri. All right. But it will be recorded. What's the link here? Hold on. Give me a sec. I'll drop it on YouTube right now for you. And if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel on YouTube, it's up to you. If you guys want to, if you subscribe to it, I guarantee you'll probably get notifications when I do some impromptu videos. And all right, so there you go. Yeah, there's the link right there. I think I dropped it. Hold on. Yep, there's the link. All right, so you got the link there. All right, and then I definitely drop some stuff on my Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I drop some stuff, and whenever I'm going to do an impromptu like YouTube live or something, it'll be in there as well. Okay. Any other last minute questions? Other than that, man, I'm going to max capacity on Zoom I think is 1,000. Yeah, I think we had it at 500, and then and I know a couple of people asked. So what we're planning on doing, like I said, it's going to be 4 parts. Yuri's going to be teaching a huge thing on divergence, both comparative strength and relative strength, using like the RSI, because he's big on that divergence stuff. And then, like I said, I'm going to be doing market structure, identifying legs, points of interest, getting into the gritty on schematics. And then we're going to do like a Q&A at the end. I want to say, obviously it's going to be a long Q&A. So it's probably going to be like an hour and a half Q&A. Okay. Hopefully we can get some extra tips on identifying. Yep. Yeah. I'll go into detail, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Sounds good. Any last minute questions? Because if not, like I said, I plan on getting up early in the morning. And like I said, if you guys are in IM, I'll be on with Zach at 6 a.m. Eastern time. And we'll see. Like we definitely have some really good stuff in the making for the watch list. At least I'm pretty happy with it. And then we'll go from there. We'll see how the market kind of plays out. Just remember, patience is everything. Patience and discipline. You don't need to trade every day. I can guarantee you that. All right. I know a couple of the guys in my group, they're passing their FTMO challenges, and they're passing their verifications pretty easily. So just gotta be patient. You don't need to take 15 trades a week. Really, 2 trades is really all you need. Okay. And it's pretty evident, when you really journal and you back test. Okay. Drop the Zoom link. I don't have my membership active. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my bad. EG. Okay. Real quick. EG. Has it changed to bullish order flow? Do I even have EG on here? There it is right there. Let's see. Just when in doubt, bro, look at the 4 hour. Does anything about this tell you to buy? We haven't even broken a leg yet. Yeah, we haven't even broken a leg. For me, until we break above this redistribution area here, I'm not even looking at buys. Yeah, I'm not even looking at buys. If that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. This is I'm looking for a sell in here. I've got an alert set here. So if price does come up here, I look for a sell, but I need a schematic here. But this is 150 pips away. And EG sometimes moves like a snail backwards that's drunk. So yeah, I'm not too interested in that. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I had the conversation with someone wanted expert thing. Yeah. Sounds good, man. No worries. Thanks a lot. First time question on your live and you answered. Awesome. Cool, man. Didn't Zach cancel his session? No, that was for yesterday. Yeah. He just wasn't feeling well yesterday. He's from Australia. Yeah. Land down under. Him and Sangha live upside down, bro. Awesome. Yeah. And those, listen, I mean, I'm not trying to like promote prop firms, but I know a couple of us are looking at other prop firms. Not that I don't have it. I have no issues with FTMO. I can just tell you that I lose a lot of money because I can't hold over the weekend. So we're actually looking at two other ones, FX Seed and Funding Talent. So just check them out. They've got some good info on there and you can hold over the weekend. All right. Cool. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Listen, guys, enjoy. Thanks for hopping on and I'm out, man. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.